Hello, everybody, and welcome to another not M19, I'm so used to saying Guilds of Ravnica Draft here on the channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, welcome. Before I begin, I would like to remind you that if you enjoy the video, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates for whenever I post new content. Also, would like to remind you that my next video is going to be a Q&A video celebrating my 500 subscriber milestone, so be sure to leave your comments, your questions in the comment section down below. Also would like to say that I really appreciate the positivity. Everyone always is so nice in the comments. We have a really great community, and I really appreciate it. So thank you all for making it great. Also, this is a competitive league. We're feeling like we got the ropes of the format a little bit, so we're going to be jumping into a competitive league, starting off with a Murmuring Mystic, I think. This card is quite strong in Dimir, or is it? So that makes it pretty flexible. It's just a nice win con. After that, Hypothesis is pretty nice in Is It? But I think I would actually take Sky Knight Legionnaire just because it's so good in Boros. Murmuring Mystic just leaves us more open because it's a single colored card that's good in multiple decks. So we're going to start off our draft with the Murmuring Mystic. Second pick, it's a little bit closer. Capture Sphere is a great removal spell. Night Veil Sprite is a great early play. I'm actually not sure which one I'm supposed to take here. Artful Takedown is a great Dimir spell, but we're not guaranteed to be Dimir yet. There is a Sonic Assault. I think Night Veil Sprite is really good. Like, I think it's better than Capture Sphere, because Night Veil Sprite can win you the game on its own, whereas Capture Sphere cannot do that. Also, it can mill your instants and sorceries in Is It decks, and it goes with Murmuring Mystic, I guess. Like, it's just they're both only blue cards. I think we don't want to jump into the gold card, but it's pretty close with Capture Sphere. Capture Sphere unconditional removal, really nice. But I think Night Veil Sprite's just got to be the pick. It's just so good. Beacon Bolt, I learned my lesson a little bit on that one. It's not as good as I thought it would be. So I'm not like even tempted here. Boros Challenger's nice. If we'd gone Sky Knight Legionnaire, there's also two Boros cards in this pack, which maybe makes me think Boros is open. However, we do have two great blue cards. So it would take it's really tricky to move off. If we'd taken Sky Knight Legionnaire and then we'd seen this pack, I'm not sure which Boros card we would have taken. I think we're just going to take Deadly Visit and move into Dimir. We have two pretty good cards here, like a win con type card and an early, like, great card early. Darkblade Agent's another consideration. Works great with the Night Veil Sprite. But I think Deadly Visit is just really strong. Unconditional removal is awesome. Wow. Well, our Boros deck would have been pretty great. The guy to our left is honestly probably moving into Boros at this point, because all of the second best cards have been Boros. Here, I think we're just going to take Burglar Bat. It's just some early card advantage. It can actually block a surprisingly relevant amount of things. And Dowser of Lights is fine, but we're just going to take the Burglar Bat. We are in blue-black right now. I like Muse Drake. I don't really love Dimir Locket. Pass Wall Adept is interesting, but we do already have two early plays, and we'll probably get a couple more. So we're just going to take the Muse Drake here. Dimir Locket's not a card I love. But look at the Blade Instructor. I think if we'd played Boros, we would have a pretty good deck as well. Pass Wall Adept is close with the Muse Drake. Maybe I just want the Pass Wall Adept. I already have a 4-drop that's kind of slow. I'm just going to take the Pass Wall Adept. And now I'm going to take Dead Weight. Pretty nice pickup here. I almost didn't see it. I was like, oh, a Guildgate. Command the Storm is pretty nice. Guildgate would be nice, but we're just going to easily snap up this removal spell. I really don't like Barrier of Bones. I think it's quite poor. I also don't like Bartizan Bats. It's just a horrible blocker, and it dies to some like removal spells. I think Pilfering Imp could be fine. It's a bit slow. We could take Is It Guildgate if we wanted to splash red for something. I don't like the Barrier at all. There's like Command the Storm that we could splash. We're going to take the Pilfering Imp. I think it could be a fine sideboard card. Mephitic Vapors is a nice one. Maybe even main deckable. Just kills a lot of stuff. I think we'll take the second Burglar Rat over the second Mephitic Vapors, though. Also, easily over the first Devious Cover-Up. This is the type of card that we could splash if we had taken the red dual land, maybe, but Burglar Rat is a fine 2-drop. Want to make sure we have enough early plays. We have 4 2-drops, which is really great because we're supposed to be good in the late game. we're going to get some gold cards to help us out in the late game, and we already have some great early defense. At this point, we can just look at our curve here. I'm liking the look of this deck so far. I think Mephitic Vapors is probably main deckable. Just usually we'll be able to kill something, and it's really good in a lot of matchups. You can usually find a use for it. It does kill all of our own birds. Sonic Assault. I think we'll take Devious Cover Up as a Cyborg tech. We don't really want Creeping Chill. We can side this in the more controlling matchups. Sonic Assault is a card that we would never side in. Guild Summit, not really what we're in the market for. We don't have a single Guild Gate, and we're only going to be playing 2 colors. We'll take the Golgari Guild Gate in case we see some good green card worth splashing, maybe a rare of some kind that's a gold card. I'm trying to be very disciplined with this draft. Very disciplined. Because I think I've been a bit loose in my drafting, and it's been affecting my win percentage and stuff. Because my win percentage is pretty bad in this format right now. We're trying to be tight with our drafting, tight with our play. Because I do think my win rate doesn't reflect. My win rate's pitiful right now, but let's focus on this draft. I like this deck so far. We have some good early plays. We'll take the Locket over. And then the Guild Gate. I mean, we're not playing these, obviously, but if we were to play, those are like the most likely ones to be played. I really like where we're at right now, though, because we have a lot of good 2-drops. Like, I like all of these 2-drops, and we can probably get lots of Selesnya cards late. We can probably get some stuff later, like the late game stuff. Ooh, oak doke. Here are all the Boros cards. Holy smokes. Look at this pack. Boros card, Boros card, Boros Gate, red card, Boros card, great card, and Boros. I think we actually just take Notion Rain here. We have the early drops to let us play a pure card advantage engine. I don't think Enhanced Surveillance is quite very good. It does, like, it looks good when you have like a Night Veil sprite going, but a lot of the time it just doesn't do a ton. So we're going to snap up this Notion Rain here. We aren't really looking to splash. Another Guild Summit, another Pass Wall Adept. I don't like this card, especially when you're not Golgari, but I still think this is one of the weaker Guild Mages. The other ones usually have like some kind of card advantage built in. Guild Summit, not what we're interested in. We're just going to take another Pass Wall Adept. So far, pack 2 has been pretty weak for us. But we did pick up another nice 2-drop. So we're not seeing any Dimir cards. I don't know how the person to our left could possibly be in Dimir after that first pack, where we took basically only Dimir cards, but sometimes the packs just break funnily. Don't really think we're splashing Pelt Collector. We're just going to take Mood Mark Painter. Get in for a big hit of damage, potentially. We do have a lot of creatures, so. Here's a Whisper Agent. I think Whisper Agent is going to be better than Disdainful Stroke. Whisper Agent is just a very, very good 3-drop. The Surveil one is incredibly relevant, especially if you get a Dimir Spybug. The Gate wouldn't be out of the question, neither would Disdainful Stroke, but pretty big fan of Whisper Agent. Disdainful Stroke is like fine, but not insane. I think you only really want one copy of it. And it can be awkward to hold up. Holy smokes, our Boros deck would have been insane. The guy to our left is clearly not playing Boros, I will say. Holy smokes. What do we even take here? I guess we'll take the Vicious Rumors. The Bats or the Crab? We'll take the Crab. I really don't like the Bats. Lotleth Giant. Ooh, this Spider's pretty good. But I'm not green, so we're going to take the Lotleth Giant. Just a big creature. Nice finisher. Radical Idea is not really great when you don't have a lot of spells matter synergy. We do have the Murmuring Mystic, but that's just one card. You do need big creatures to win the game. This also has like a nice little added ability. Hopefully we don't have to play it. Hopefully we can get something better. But this was a pretty weak pack for us. This is one of those cases where our deck would have been unbelievably good if we'd been in Boros, I think. We would have like 2 Sky Knight Legionnaires, a couple like Guild Mage type cards, but it doesn't always work out. We're going to take the Dazzling Lights now. The funny thing is I would really like to play Boros. Boros seems like one of the best guilds. Dang. Jeez, this pack is still stacked. Oh my goodness. Another intrusive pack beast. This is unreal. We could definitely be in a situation where we end up splashing green for the Rhizome Lurchers. This was a weird draft. I think we hooked ourselves into blue when blue was not open. Because we went Murmuring Mystic into Night Veil Sprite, and then there just wasn't really much going. So that was a problem. Sometimes drafts go like that, though, and you just have to recover. Make sure you get enough playables. We're a little bit short right now, but holy smokes. This is just disrespectful. We're going to take the Iron Shell Beetle. We might just be able to transfer into a green-black deck. Holy smokes. Just all of the green-black cards. Okay, Night Veil Sprite number 2 is a really nice pickup. I'm really happy to get that. I don't think we're actually going to transfer into a green-black deck. Like, we have 5 green-black cards here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue cards, adding a Night Veil Sprite. It's also a Notion Rain, but I think Night Veil Sprite's a little bit better. So, unfortunate to pass up on the Notion Rain, but it happens. Another Whisper Agent's nice. Enclave Tribunal, Tristani Discordant, what the heck. Holy smokes, but Whisper Agent's a nice pickup. There is a Guild Gate, but we don't really need that. Don't really need a Muse Drake. Happy to pick up the Whisper Agent. 3 target multicolored cards. We only have 3 total, so definitely not taking that. Veiled Shade is probably playable, so we'll take that. Over Golgari Guild Gate. Don't really want to splash. It'll just be a little bit tricky. This is a fine pack. We could take Muse Drake. We could take Radical Idea. I'm not a huge fan of the bats. We could take Severed Strands even. We only have 1 removal, 2 removal, so I think we're going to take the Severed Strands. We might have to just play it over Muse Drake, which is a fine card, but removal is really premium, so. Mission Briefing, not really what I'm in the market for. Whispering Snitch is a fine 2-drop, though. Mephitic Vapor is number 2. What does this get back? Severed Strands, Deadly Visit, yeah, Notion Rain, Mephitic Vapor is not really anything useful. I think we'll take Whispering Snitch. Dowser of Lights is actually perfect for this deck, funnily enough. We just need a big guy that we can give unblockable with our Pass Wall Adepts. We don't need another Moodmark Painter. Hoping to cut these Dazzling Lights. These are our non-creature spells. Ooh, another Dowser of Lights. Excellent pickup here. We're going to take it over the Bats. With 2 Pass Wall Adepts, these guys are going to have evasion a lot of the time. And Bats is just bad, I think. Enhanced Surveillance with double Night Veil Sprite is tempting, but I think we still just want Dowser. We'll take Wall of Mist for the board. We need 1 more card. Or we'll have to play a Dazzling Lights, which isn't the end of the world. This deck is far from exceptional, but it has a lot of the pieces we want. Could definitely win games. Ooh. I like Spinal Centipede in this deck because I have a lot of cards that have like a little bit of evasion, so I think it's going to be better than Veiled Shade. We already have 1 Veiled Shade. They're a little bit worse in multiples. So now we can get Dazzling Lights. So this is like the classic deck where your archetype wasn't insanely open, but all of your cards are reasonably playable. Like, these cards aren't insane by any stretch of the imagination, but they're all fine. And that's what you look for in a deck sometimes. Like this Murmuring Mystic is not great. It only works with like 3 of our spells. But sometimes that's all you need. Selective Snare. Don't really want Never Happen, so I guess we'll take the Snare. Our curve is nice. Shouldn't get run over by aggro. We got some big guys to win the game. Is Vicious Rumors worth playing when I have Murmuring Mystic? To be quite honest, Murmuring Mystic might just be worse than like a Wishcoin Crab. Maybe, yeah. Yeah, we still only have 3 gold cards. Definitely not worth taking this. We'll just take another Wall of Mist. Radical Idea or Bartizan Bats? Radical Idea could be nice. We have a lot of Surveil to get into the graveyard, and then it's just some free value later. Also works well with Murmuring Mystic. What would we cut for it? Maybe the Pilfering Imp for it? Yeah, I like Radical Idea. It's close with that and the Bartizan Bats, though. The Bartizan Bats is not like unplayable, but it's just really bad at it being defensive. Another Mephitic Vapors, nice pickup. Another Moodmark Painter. I think we only want 1 Moodmark Painter. And maybe not even 1. And then I think we only want 1 Mephitic Vapors. And then maybe we don't want Radical Idea. Is Pilfering Imp worth a card? I think it might be too slow. Yeah, we're going to cut Pilfering Imp. Going to go 9-8. Because we do have early plays of both colors. Radical Idea is like a close one on whether we want to play it, but we do not handle Flood Out very well, so that helps a little bit. We can also surveil it into the graveyard. Pilfering Imp is close. It also works with our Murmuring Mystic, but I think it's got to be a little. I think it's a little bit better, just a little, than the Pilfering Imp. Who would like to play first? I have to mulligan this hand. Going to keep this hand though. Definitely putting that on top. Definitely leading with the Burglar Rat here. Maybe we'll find out if they're Izzet or Dimir. We find out nothing. But Radical Idea is more of an Izzet card than a Dimir card. I'm going to play my Notion Rain. Looking for lands to help me keep. Okay. Graveyard. Graveyard. Perfect. We just need to find lands. So, and milling those guys isn't like the end of the world. They're not like essential cards for our strategy. We're going to play our Radical Idea, looking for a land. Try to play Dowser of Lights on curve. Sure. Oh yeah, we're snap blocking here. And then we can use our Severed Strands to kill the Mystic. Yeah, because we drew the Whisper Agent, I like that line a lot better. Otherwise, I think I'm just playing Dowser of Lights there a lot of the time. Okay. I think it's actually pretty close playing Dowser of Lights or these two cards. Now I'm definitely playing Dowser though. It's harder to resolve. Also, I can play Pass Wall Adept and activate it. Ooh, that's pretty good for me, I think. I mean, it's pretty bad for me that he's drawing two, but like, if he doesn't add to the board, I can definitely do something. He attacks. Jeez, that's bold. He's on a 2-turn clock. Definitely discarding the Centipede. I'm not casting the deadweight anyway, so I might as well ensure that I can get through with my biggest guy. I can deadweight the flyer. That was another consideration. But the flyer might have to hold back on defense. If I draw a land, I can just double unblockable, win the game. Interesting, okay. Okay, that makes things a little bit easier. If he has Disdainful Stroke, it's a little awkward. This is why I like Dowser Vlad. Sometimes you just need a finisher. If you haven't watched my guide on how to draft Dimir, this is like the most nuts and bolts version of how to draft Dimir I've ever... like, I literally said in that guide, sometimes you just need a Dowser of Lights. But this has like all of the... Oh my gosh, he's just filled with radical ideas. Kroll Swarm is in the graveyard. Okay. What else have you got, buddy? This is graveyard right now. He's got his own Dowser of Lights. He's got a Kroll Swarm, radical ideas up the wazoo. He's probably building on this Murmuring Mystic a lot. Okay, he probably has an unexplained disappearance or something like that. This is a classic case of just give him unblockable a couple turns. See if I can win. He didn't have a counterspell before. Okay, thank God. So if he draws a creature, he can discard it, get back the... Yeah, that doesn't matter. He has 2 Kroll Swarms, a Bartisan Bat, so definitely think I like my... And a Murmuring Mystic. I definitely think I like Mephitic Vapors in this matchup. That's hilarious. I'm gonna play my land because if he has like a discard effect, I want to have as many lands in play in case I draw the Rot Zombie thing. He gets back his Crawl Swarm. Okay. I think the Whisper Agent would have been more valuable because of the Surveil. Okay. Okay, he's got a Bats. That's game. Yeah, I'm definitely bringing in the other Mephitic Vapors. He has 2 Bats. That's just really good for me. And he's got the Bird guy. Okay, I'm bringing in Mephitic Vapors number 2. What cards get worse when I have Mephitic Vapors? 1 toughness, dude. So I definitely don't want to bring in the Imp along with that. Dazzling Lights is interesting. Wall of Mist is a definite no-no. Selective Snare is a no-no. The Counterspell is interesting. Moonmark Painter is interesting. I don't think I want to go more controlling with the Rhizome Lurchers, but I'm going to check out Wishcoin Crab for a Moonmark Painter. I think he just gets into more damage and is comparable. Actually, maybe I bring in the Mephitic Vapors for the Crab. I've got the Passwall Adepts, the Burglar Rats, the Severed Strands. It was really clutch. I just really like a lot of my cards. The Dowsers were great. Lotleth Giant is probably going to be good. What would I take out? Yep, I think the Wishcoin Crab is probably my most anti-aggro card. Like Passwall Adept is also pretty anti-aggro, but it's also good at forcing through the damage. Mephitic Vapor seems like a bomb against this deck, so I like the 1 Moonmark Painter, I think. Devious Cover-Up is a bit trickier on the draw. Maybe on the play I'd want that. I do think the Moonmark Painter has potential in my 16 creature deck that's pretty controlling and good at getting to late game where it can give me like +5 and help me swing a race. Oh man, this is a tricky hand. We're going to keep it, but it's tricky for sure. 5 lands on the draw. We don't use lands all that well. We do have a Surveiller, but we do have 5 drops, and we do have that 1 Radical Idea to help get rid of extra lands. And he's a deck that may have some discard, so the lands could help there. Our deck is also a bunch of really clunky cards, so it really doesn't help to go down on cards when a lot of your cards aren't OP as to start with. Okay, Burglar Rat, yeah. We're definitely ditching a Swamp. Just going to play the Passwall Adept. I was considering not playing it so that I could maybe ambush the rat with my Whisper Agent. Because even the Burglar Rat's pretty relevant because I know he has Severed Strands. So here, it may look like I'm getting 2 for 1, but these 1/1s don't really do anything on this board. So it's really just like 2 mana make me discard a card, which I'm fine with. Like, sure, he gets a 1/1, but the 1/1s are just completely blocked by this 1/3. Maybe he can trade 2 1/1s for my Whisper Agent at some point. I may actually get a little cheeky here and attack for 1. I'm going to flash in the Whisper Agent anyway. I mean, he knows I have the Whisper Agent in my deck, so he's probably not going to attack me, but it's just so much more mana efficient to use the Whisper Agent here. Sure. So the extra lands were really actually quite helpful. He did attack. Yeah, he knew. That on top. I'm not going to use it right away. I'm going to try and get him to play like some other small creature. Keep hitting him for 1 with this Pass Wall Adept. I'm going to play around rat number 3 by not playing out this swamp. Because both Severed Strands and Mephitic Vapors are pretty valuable to me. So I wouldn't want them to get eaten by a rat. Oh gosh, he discarded the bats. That's bad news. That's really bad news. Yeah, that's less bad news. How greedy do I want to get? I could wait another turn on Mephitic Vapors. I'm playing the land out because I have 5 drops that I might want to play, but so I know he has another Krill Swarm. He has, I think, 2 more bats. And I don't really get to use my Burglar Rat for much value. As it is, it's a 3 for 2. I would take 4 if I waited. I think I can afford to take 4. The matchup's not really about the extra damage. Whereas if he plays a Dowser of Light or whatever, I can potentially really blow him out. Or if he plays another Kroll Swarm. I don't know why he would discard Bartizan Bats. It means he has a lot of spells, probably, that are better than Bartizan Bats. It's tricky. I don't think this game is going to come down to the 4 points of damage mattering, whereas if I kill another one of his guys, I could just win because of that. Okay. I might just want to take another 4. Because I don't know how I win the game if he I guess I do win the... I'm just going to Vapors him. Graveyard. Top. Waiting one more turn seems reasonable. Waiting another turn is just asking for trouble. Gets rid of a radical idea. Maybe he has a Capture Sphere. Or a Draw 2. Oh, he had a Whisper Agent. Wow, I should have seen that coming. Holy smokes, that's so bad. Wow, I should have seen that coming. That's something that I would not do later in the format, but... Top. I'm going to save Deadweight for a flyer. Man, now my Severed Strands look so much worse. Wow, that was a really bad play by me. Could have just cost myself the game with that one attack. It's a tight game, and yeah, that was definitely a mistake. I don't think I'd seen one of these from him before, but I should have expected one. I'm going to kill that now so that I can block the Spinal Centipede and not have him put a counter on something. How much damage would the giant ping for? 1, 2, 3, 4? It's a reasonable amount of damage. A reasonable amount of damage. Rats. He did use 2 Deadly Visits, so he might not have another one if I draw a Dowser. Yep, discarding a land. Makes sense. Capture Sphere. Yep. Now I have a target with my Severed Strands. Maybe that extra hit I took with the Kroll Swarm is going to matter a lot. We're going to put that on top, and then we're going to Severed Strands play our Night Veil Sprite. I should have played my land. I'm not protecting anything by not playing it, other than like future draws. Oh, come on, no. Oh, I'm so bad. Oh, I'm so bad. Whispering Snitch gains me a life. Oh, no. I'm bad. I would have him at 9. I'd be at 5. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. I've punted this game twice now. Six. If I draw the giant, I would have won. If I had not attacked, like, if I not... I need to play that pre-combat. Yeah, I didn't know what Whispering Snitch did because I'm a genius. Wow, if I'd kept the Whispering Snitch alive, like if I hadn't had to jump, if I'd gone to 1, and then I'd been able to set up the double Night Veil Sprite plus Whispering Snitch. He would be at 7 right now. I'd be at 2. I'll remember that for the future, though. I mean, we all make mistakes, especially when the set's new. I make a lot of mistakes. I'm just looking for the like troll creature thing that wins me the game. Okay. If I draw this, I'm just gonna put it in the graveyard. I have 13 cards left. I'd like to have just a 1 in 13 chance. I think it's better than the Mephitic Vapors because it only kills like a bird token. Man, if I had kept my guy around, I would have just won, I think. My graveyard has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures in it. That's hilarious. So I would take 1 in the air. I think I have to attack here. I don't think that puts me dead on board because I can just jump. And he can't really alpha me, or I will attack him back. Man. One in 11, baby. Those are the type of odds we live for. I already milled my Mephitic Vapors like a legend. That's a draw. Just trying to buy time. Yeah, you can't kill me if I attack like this. He's in for 2. I'll just attack with 1. Every card closer to this troll is a card closer to me winning the game. Man, I think I would have won if I'd read my cards. Put it on top. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh man, I'm 1 draw step away. 1. Sure, he dies. He dies. Okay, you get another bird. I live. I'm still alive. Even if he kills this, I can just jump. I don't remember if he has a counterspell in his deck, but I have to go for it. This is only game 2, and he only has 6 minutes left. That's insane. Oh no. What did he say? Oh, he sacrificed a bird. I don't know how long I can hold this position. Yes! Ooh, clutch. Despite the misplay, we managed to get that W. Whew. Any changes we want to make to the deck? I think 1 Mephitic Vapor's main is correct. Wishcoin Crab probably would do work. Though maybe I do want a second one. I don't know. Maybe Wishcoin Crab is worse. Great hand. This is what we sign up for. Defensive creature, card advantage, just solid body. He's on a mulligan. Burglar Rat really punishes mulligans. He's on a mulligan to 5. Okay, Burglar Rat punishes that even more. He's a green deck, okay. We should be able to win this game. One of the things I think that I did this draft is I really prioritized the different things I needed. Like when I needed a removal spell, I wasn't picky on which removal spell I got, which is something that in the past I would have been a lot pickier about. Gonna play the Passwall Adept. I'm gonna try and nab one of his. I think this card's just a little bit better right now than the Burglar Rat. Yeah. I'm gonna save my Murmuring Mystic for like my Notion Rain. Passwall Adept is definitely a good card. I was not prioritizing this card highly enough, I don't think. Burglar Rat is going to do good work this game, though, just in making him discard a card. What is in this guy's hand? He just has nothing going on. That's a great draw. Mephitic Vapors might be a little bit worse against this deck. Yep, Mold of 5 is just really rough. And he didn't really have a good 5 either, it looks like. Severed Strands is a card that I took that I like. It's not a great removal. I mean, it's a fine removal spell, but I think it's good in my deck because of the Burglar Rats. I have some other ways to get value. Make a bird before I attack. And not the ones I need. So he's playing more than 2 colors. That's what I got out of that. I don't like the Wishcoin Crab. I don't like the Dazzling Lights. I think I'm just going to cut a Mephitic Vapors for a Mood Mark Painter. No. So Leslie probably struggles with flyers. I didn't see any of his creatures. I just don't think a Mephitic Vapors is necessarily as good against Selesnya. So I'm going to bring in either a Moodmark Painter, probably not the Vicious Rumors, or a Pilfering Imp. Or I can just keep it in. I'll just bring in the Wishcoin Crab. We're going to keep this hand. It's really sketchy, but his deck is probably pretty slow. And we have a lot of early plays in our deck. This is like why we constructed our deck the way we did. Yeah, and he seems like a really slow deck that probably has a couple bombs. That's a great draw. Even making one bird is pretty good off this guy. Okay, his deck is really slow. But he did win round 1, presumably, so. Our deck is playing really slowly as well right now. But we have we have 3 really good spells in our hand. Yeah, that's a really good one. Kind of what I expected, to be quite honest. So far, this keep isn't really working out. because we've drawn 3 lands, 1 spell. Maybe, yeah, 4 lands, 1 spell. No, 3 lands, 1 spell. That's 4 draws, yeah. Amara. Now that's a good draw. We'll deadly visit the worm. Make a bird. Mill all lands. We see Mephitic Vapors. Kills this, kills our bird. Wishcoin Crab is pretty good here. We're going to top. I think Mephitic Vapors is going to have some value for us. And we don't really care if this makes another 1/1 because we have the Mephitic Vapors. Okay, the Loxodon's fine. Yeah, Mephitic Vapors was definitely a good one. We're going to kill 3 of his guys. We're going to kill a couple of our birds, but... I'm glad we kept the Crab. Crab being able to block is relevant. Our Night Veil Sprite is going to carry the team here. Crab. I should have attacked him for 1, I think. He's dabbing out for like the Convoke dude. Yeah, I don't know why he's holding up 2 mana. Sure. Sack our bird. Actually. This just makes it so he can't attack us. The 2/5 was good sideboard tech. Pretty happy with how that worked out. And we draw one anyway. I'm gonna wait for him to like hold a card in his hand before I use the Burglar Rat. I don't need it for blocking purposes. We're gonna get a bird off of the Murmuring Mystic. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's a nice late game to have. So I have two creatures in my graveyard. Not worth playing the Moodmark Painter yet, I don't think. He can start making one guy a turn right now, then he'll start making two. Man, I wish I had my deadweight for this guy, but it's tricky. He's got a pretty good deck. This guy's gonna massacre me. So he's attacking me for 7, 10, 14. Okay, go to blocks. Take 7. Now that's a really nice engine. I'm going to be gaining life. I'm going to chump this guy now, but My board is pretty defensive. Again, if I draw my burglar guy, I think I win. Not my burglar, my zombie dude. Okay, how do I want to block? I can go 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 onto this guy. Then I take 4. No, I can't do that. This seems like a fine block. So how many creatures do I have in the graveyard? 1, 2. Okay, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. I only have 3 creatures in the graveyard. I can potentially just give a bunch of guys unblockable. I think you need to attack with some lifelink there. I can give 3 guys unblockable. So if I give this guy, these 2 are already unblockable. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Those are the only 2 guys I need to keep around. If I block like this, I can go. I have 3, 6, 9 mana. He's at 8. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No. Oh, shoot. So he has 1, 2. Yeah, I think I'm dead, but I'm just going to gain the 2 life. Well, I think that's worth a shot for sure. Like, I had him if he didn't have Knight of Autumn. At least now I have a 1 in 6 chance of winning. Maybe? No, he's just attacking all. I can't possibly block everything. Unfortunate, but I think we played very well that game. And Mephitic Vapors is coming back in. It was only that one card. Do I want the cover up? No, I don't. We'll just run it like this. Save our dead weight next time. This is a great hand. Ooh, baby, this hand is good. Search for planes. Oh, Healer's Hawk. Okay, that's you can cool it on the lands deck. Put that on top. Hopefully we can eat the Pelt Collector. We'll be fine trading with the Pelt Collector though. That's unfortunate. That's quite unfortunate. Hmm. I'm still going to cast the Radical Idea though. Dang, I wish I'd brought in the second Mephitic Vapors. I'm only going to attack with one. I don't want to let him make that into a 2-2. I guess he can make it into a 2-2 either way. Not liking my spot. Not being able to kill Pelt Collector was a huge blowout. He has no cards left in hand. Jeez. I might have to jump with a Night Veil Sprite here. Seems like a fine trade for me. Oh man, I need to draw Mephitic Vapors. Oh, that was a really good draw for him. Oh my god. Oh no, I'm so dead. Rats. What a rip from him. That Prey Upon was so good for him. Rats! That's so silly. Oh. My only out is Mephitic Vapors. I have 2 shots at it though. Now it's not an out. Wow. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Wow. Oh. That Night of Autumn top deck. Rats. He was at exactly 9. I had 9 damage, and then he drew Night of Autumn to gain 4 life and live. He could have probably suicided in some tokens too, though. Well, we didn't manage to get to the finals. We came this close. We were so close, but unfortunately, he drew a little bit better. Our deck also didn't have like the bombs it needed, I don't think. But anyway, that is going to do it for this draft video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to click that thumbs up and subscribe to get updates for whenever I post new content. If you prefer the competitive leagues, be sure to let me know in the comments section down below. I definitely thought this was much more intense, and I think I played a lot better, other than that one big misplay with Whispering Snitch. But overall, pretty good matches, considering our deck was like very, very, very mediocre. Played to our outs. I think we played pretty well. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, be sure to leave those in the comment section down below. If you would like to catch me streaming live, you can find me on twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. There will be a link to that in the description down below as well. But anyway, that's going to do it for this draft. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.